Okay, some FYIs, I guess you could say. One thing I found when taking my, and I do like these Berry Melts multivitamins. Remember I had the big niacin flush yesterday. Oh my God. It was horrible. So what I do now instead, you take 2 of these a day. Okay, so I break it now into fourths, and just take 1/4 of it and wait for a half hour, take another fourth. I just spread it out throughout the day, just take a little thing and then let it settle for a half hour. If I do it that way, then I'm not taking so much in at once and I don't have the flush. Okay, so if you are having to take one, I like these. These are a good product. The Berry Melt ones, they are all chewable, okay? And I find the chewable is easier if you're doing it in smaller doses too. Otherwise you get a little bit of a, vitamin aftertaste, like. But if you're just doing this small, a quarter of it at a time and drink it down real quick, punch it up, take a sip. Wash it down. I'm good. Wait another half hour or so. I don't really time it, but I give it time to digest. And so that is really helping not to have that flush. Okay. Now, somebody was asking me about how do I get that dewy look. Okay. My skin is very dry, so I use a lot of very moisturizing products. I found some very good products that I like for my skin, and I've kind of worked on this for a while. But anyway, if you're interested in knowing how to put this on, to get a very natural look, I'd be happy to do a tutorial, show you everything that I use. Most of what I use you can get at Sephora. Some of the products I use are pretty expensive, like my moisturizer and stuff. I do use a very good product. And it is pretty expensive, but it's well worth it. I went through a lot of things, and some things, you start to use, and then later your skin starts drying out from it. Okay, it looks like, oh, this is going to be great. Can't use it after a while. If anything that's got like a paraben or some lanolin, those types of things I cannot use. They will dry me out right away. So anyway, if you're interested in seeing a makeup tutorial, what do I go through in the morning? It's actually very quick to do. Once you get the hang and you get used to it, it's like, 5 minutes, you're done. You're just quick. Doesn't take a long time. And like I said, now I'm taking a lot of the collagen products. I'm taking this Bio Top Level Collagen Plus. It's biotin with vitamin C. I'm also taking the other collagen product that goes in my coffee. Okay, so I take, usually you do 2 scoops of these. I have 1 coffee and then later I have another coffee. So I'm not over ending it with 2 scoops at once. I break it out throughout the day again, but otherwise it gets a little much. So I'm doing, like I said, a lot of collagen, and just the products that I use, again, are creams. I cannot use any kind of a setting powder. Setting powders will just glop on me right away, make me look cakey and stuff. Can't do that. So again, if you got really dry skin, you need to find good products to keep the moisture. You can get a good, I actually found a good, what do you call it, to put on for your makeup first, to hold it on, a primer. I found a good moisturizing type of primer that I use, and my setting to set your makeup, I use a good setting spray, which is again liquid. I don't use any kind of powders on my face except for the blush, and the blush I found that I use does not have talc in it. Okay, so again, spent a lot of time working on finding products that only work to enhance your skin tone without drying it out. Okay. So again, if you want more information on that, how to actually put it on, how to pick the best colors for you, for lipstick, for natural, if you want to have a really natural, just like you're a healthy glow and not overly made up, okay, let me know and I can show you how to do that. It's actually pretty simple once you get in. I've watched a lot of makeup tutorials and all of that as well, you know, to get the information on how to put it together. Okay. So anyway, let me know on that if you are interested. So I'm going to leave this here. You know, I'm always happy to share this information as I go along. One thing I found too, that doing the diet that I'm on, it's working really well for, I used to have diabetes, okay. I had to take shots and pills, and that was really miserable. So things are down now, but something I have to monitor, you know. So the carbs for me are really deadly. Sugars, carbs for me are not in my game plan, okay? And once I find out, once you start eating carbs and things, then you just crave it. I was doing the keto, but I found on the keto, again, I was having cravings for chocolate, cravings for all of those things. Now, I've been on the carnivore, modified, well, I have to say modified carnivore, because I'm sure a lot of people that are carnivore diet would say, you're not on a carnivore diet. You know how they get radical. Okay, I'm not that radical. But I'm finding that this is working for me. I've been on it since about the 1st, so I'm a little over 3 weeks in. The first week is a little difficult, okay? The first week, you're going, all I have is meat and cheese. You always want to do the good fats, okay, if you're doing that. But it's worked out that it's really simple. And when you go to the grocery store, 10 minutes, you're in and out. Where do you go? You get your eggs, and I always get the really good eggs. I found out there's a huge difference between eggs, just typical eggs you get, and if you get the ones that are range-free, like range-free, you pay a little more, but they're worth it. If you look at the yolks, they're like really orange color, which they're much healthier, much better for you. So I do eggs. You can have any kind of meat. I do a double cream organic yogurt, and I do have a cheat with that. I will put in a few, like 4 or 5 little blueberries or something in it, or 1/3 of a banana. I make a banana last 3 days if I really get it. Or I want some kind of fruit or something, you know. So put a little bit of that in there. To flavor it, I use the skinny syrups. They are, they're made with sucralose. They don't have any sugar in them. And they work really well for in my coffees or in the yogurt. If I'm doing the yogurt, I have a nice flavored yogurt. I have, let's see, the skinny syrups. I have hazelnut, vanilla, salted caramel, regular caramel, mocha, vanilla. I have so many flavors of it, so that's always great. Easy to do. They work in your tea if you're going to have tea, coffee, my yogurt. They flavor them. Works great. What else do I do? Oh, I do the bone broth. Sometimes I will do the bone broth, have that, which also, again, still has the collagen in it. Very good for you. I have a lot of ice. I have a lot of, to keep my moisture, because I find out if I just sit there and drink water, I get kind of nauseated. So instead of doing that, I have a lot of ice. I have an ice maker that doesn't make the ice cubes really hard, so I can go ahead and chew on ice all day. So I get my moisture in. And cheese. You can have the cheeses, okay? So all of these things are working together really well. Now I found that one thing I think I have to limit a little bit is some of the cheese. I have to make sure it's not too salty, because again, if you have too much salt and you have arthritis, it's going to start affecting that. Okay, you can, I notice if I have a big thing of cheese. I did check my blood sugar when I went to bed. And it was, for me, really good. It was really, really good. My doctor's going to be very happy with my A1C when I go back in 3 months. She wasn't too happy last time because I was on a big carb binge. I mean, and that's one thing. If I get started on carbs, forget about it, you know. But I did find with the carnivore diet, you really lose that craving for carbs. And again, when you go to the grocery store, it's so quick. Where do you go? You go to the meat aisle. You pick up your cheeses. You grab your eggs. So you're just going down the meat aisle and the dairy aisle, and the rest of the store you don't have anything to do with. So you are, boom, in and out so quick. Go on. And I've been shopping a lot at Lucky because the meat there is good. Not all of it's grass-fed, but it's no hormones and things. So I've been finding that the meat I've gotten there has been really good. Yeah. So it's so fast. You're in and out of the grocery store. You're not going down the aisle taking all this stuff, you know. So actually, my grocery bill has gone down, believe it or not, from what it was. when I was just eating all the rest of this junk. Okay? So, that's the goings on here. Again, if you want to know any more about any of these things, let me know. And I'm happy to clue you in on them, that's all. So I hope everyone's having a great day. I will see you online. Aho.